high-stakes summit tomorrow will be the first in-person meeting between Trump and Putin since 2019. President Trump today described posturing with his Russian counterpart as a game of chess, albeit very high-stakes chess. The two will meet with translators tomorrow afternoon starting at 3:30 Eastern. A luncheon with larger delegations is planned afterwards, and then there is a joint press conference. It's supposed to start around 7:30 p.m. Eastern, so just about the time we come on the air. Again, emphasis on the word planned. Trump has said multiple times that he may just blow it up and walk away. In simple terms, tomorrow's meeting is a showdown between two of the most powerful men on the planet, and that has been true for the past 80 years when the President of the United States and the leader of Russia, or the Soviet Union, whatever you want to call it, sit down. But this is different because Trump and Putin are not typical leaders of either of those two countries. Trump and Putin both view themselves as the ultimate negotiator and manipulator. Tomorrow, we're going to find out who is playing who. That's our Why It Matters segment tonight. Trump wrote The Art of the Deal, where he explained how he gets people to do what he wants in the business world. Whatever it takes. Sometimes it's charm, sometimes it's threatening, sometimes it's cajoling. He is the quintessential New York real estate man. He tells you all the time, I do deals. Putin, on the other hand, is a former KGB agent, the spy master, trained by the very best in the world to manipulate, blackmail, persuade, and bribe people to betray their country. That's how Putin was trained. He's a sociopath. Entering the summit, it's important to point out what both sides want. Trump has shifted his tone towards Putin significantly since he first took office. In February, you might remember he blamed Ukraine for starting the war. Today, he said he won't let Putin bully him. Trump knows that he might have to walk away from the summit without a peace deal in order to get what he wants and be the one in control. Putin has said he might leave. The president also knows what Putin's endgame is.
It's a war that should have never happened. If I weren't president, in my opinion, he would much rather take over all of Ukraine. But I am president, and he's not going to mess around with me.
That's laying down a red line that Putin does not want to hear. Putin wants all of Ukraine, and then to bring back the glory of the Soviet Union, if you can call it that. At the bare minimum, Putin must justify this war to his people. To do that, he's got to keep as much of the land that he has already seized. And Putin knows that his country faces terrible economic ruin if Trump moves forward with the sanctions. The Russian economy will collapse. Trump knows that, too. That's huge. That's leverage for Trump. If Trump gets a ceasefire, that's a big win. If Putin avoids sanctions, that's a big win. Both men could use a win coming out of tomorrow.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.